All right, this is the Lesson 8 quiz in GMetrix. The first question asks us to insert a picture called oranges in the GMetrix templates after the second paragraph on page 2. So I'm going to go here, insert picture from this device. I'm in the GMetrix templates. There's my picture. And then apply the artistic effect line drawing. So picture format tab, artistic effects. Why didn't I start up top? There it is, line drawing. And we go to the next one. Next one. At the end of this document, I'll put my cursor down here. Insert a horizontal line shape with a width set at 100% relative to margin. So we're going to insert shapes, line. And it doesn't matter, just draw a line. It doesn't really matter if it's crooked, it's straight. It doesn't really matter, you just insert the line. Now, to get this width set at 100% relative to margin, you have to launch the size dialog box. And here's the width, relative, and we want 100%. I'm just going to type it in. It would take forever if I use this up down button. Relative to margin is already up there. Click OK. Next. Depending on how you drew it, it may or may not even look like it moved or did anything. In the document, insert the Smart Art illustration named Basic Process. Insert. Smart Art. Like I told you in class, they're going to give you a hint. So I see the word process. So I know it's one of these. There's Basic Process. It's the first one. Then apply the style. Here's the Smart Art styles. Named Subtle Effect. That subtle effect. Change the brightness of the picture. It's kind of hard to select the picture because it's kind of behind stuff. So the best thing I can tell you is when your cursor has that little arrow thing looking, that means you can select it. And in the Picture Tools Format tab, under Corrections, brightness plus 40 and contrast minus 40. Here it is right here. Brightness plus 40, contrast minus 40. Maybe I should quit starting in the middle. All right, so we got to find the text box on page 2. This is it. I want to make sure and select it by clicking on the outside of the text box. I'm going to go to Shape Format. Shape Styles are right here. Colored outline blue, looks like it's probably this one. Yeah. Colored outline blue accent 1, there we go. Looking for the rounded rectangle, which is right here. I'm going to select it by clicking the outside of it. And we're going to change the outline to the color red. So Shape Format, Shape Outline, Standard Color Red. image on page 2. Oh, 2 apples, sorry. There we go, 2 apples. Simple frame white, so that's going to be in Picture Tools format, Picture Styles. Simple frame white is the very first one. I started at the top this time. Alright, so we're looking for the picture of the cloud under climate effects. Here it is. This one's a little bit different. You have to go to under effects, picture effects. You got to go to glow, but there's no black text one here, obviously. So we're going to go to more glow colors, and we go to black text one, and we click it, and that's how you can get a different color glow than what you see. Alright, so here's our picture right here. Hype, hype, hype. Align it to the left of the column and set right only with type text wrapping. Alright, we're going to the Picture Format tab. We're going to click on Position and more layout options. Alright, under horizontal alignment, because it says align the image, so we're going to say align to the left of the column and set right only text wrapping. So we're going to go over here to text wrapping. We're going to click tight, and then we're going to click right only. Alright, we're going to select the picture and we're going to do the glow effect. So it's under Picture Format, Picture Effects, Glow, 18-point accent color 1. Alright, there we go. 18-point accent color 1. And then rotate the image by 350 degrees. We can go to rotate images. We only have the option to do 90 degrees and stuff here, so we're going to say more rotation options, and I'm just going to type in there 350 degrees and click OK. Alright, we've got to find the golfing picture. It's right here. Set the glow transparency of the golfing picture to 40%, the glow transparency. Alright, picture format, picture effects, glow, glow options. And here's transparency. We can type in 40%. Just in case, I'm going to close that. Move the shape with the text starting with complaints are down, which is this one, behind the arrow shape. Alright, so I got to go to shape format. I can try just to click send backwards and see if that works. That didn't work. So I'm going to say send to back, and that worked. Now the arrow's on top. Sometimes with those you got to try different things till it does what you want it to do. Alright, back up to the golfing picture. wrap the text around the golfing picture using the square, so square format. So we're going to go to Layout Options, and there's Square. Add alternative text to the web page screenshot. So this is the web page screenshot. I'm going to click on it. I'm just going to right click and say Edit Alt Text. But if you want to know the alternate way, you can go to the Picture Tools Format tab and click Alt Text there. Either one's going to bring up the same dialog box. There's something already in there, so I'm going to backspace over it, and I'm going to type in home page of the One Key website. Make sure to capitalize the L and the K and key. It's all one word. Okay, and then close the alt text dialog box. You have to do that or you won't get it right. Okay, it wants us to insert a square above the main heading. So insert, shapes. They don't have anything that says a square. They have rectangle, but you can just draw it as a square instead of a rectangle, like that. Then add a chevron arrow to the right of the square. You don't need to resize either shape. So now I'm going to deselect the square, and I'm going to say Insert, Shape, and add chevron arrow. I think it's this one. Yeah, arrow chevron. Just going to draw it to the right. Okay, don't need to resize anything, so I should be good. Insert the fitness assessment JPEG picture located in the GMetrix folder on page 1 after the paragraph under the heading Why is Fitness So Important? So I'm just going to click right next to Why is Fitness So Important? And then I'll say Insert Picture from this device. There's a fitness assessment. In the open space at the bottom of page 3, 1, 2, 3, this would be the open space down here. Insert the 3D model kettlebell located in, so 3D models from this device. Okay. From what I remember, oh, I'm not in the GMetrix folders, that's why. I'm going to go to the GMetrix folders. And there's kettlebell right there. Okay, it doesn't say to do anything else, so we'll click next. In the space between the first bulleted list and the text here is what a sample. So here we go right here. Empty space, and here's what a sample. Insert a smart art graphic. All right, insert smart art using the close chevron process. So I'm going to process. Looking for close chevron. I think this might be it. No. Find it in here somewhere. Here we go. Close. I think it's the only one I didn't pick. Close chevron process. The graphic should contain 3 main points. Again, you can either click in here and add the text. Get a good warm up. Or you can expand here and type it here. Do the main workout. And you're not typing the commas in there, okay? They've just got the commas in the directions. Just point that out. Only because somebody's done it before. Alright. Just type carefully and make sure you spell everything right and don't have any typos in there because you know you'll get it wrong. Remove the background. Now this one, you have to be really, really careful or you're going to get it wrong. And it's kind of annoying. But if you remember, removing the background is on the Picture Format tab right here. They want you to keep only the white part of the sign. So even this black line that you see, remember, anything in purple is not going to show up. So first we want to mark the areas to keep. Okay. So we want to have the white part of the sign in. So we want to keep that. Okay. And we want to have this back here. Okay. So we can see what that looks like. But I still have a little black line right there. I don't want that there. So I'm going to go back to remove background. Now I'm going to mark areas to remove. And I've got to just kind of draw along this black line to remove it. Okay. All right, so only the white area's in. I got everything in, so this should be good. And it is. Just you got to be careful. I know some of y'all have already emailed me and said you can't get it to work. Format the square shape at the top of the document, which is this, to have a fill color. So I'm going to go to shape, format, shape, fill. A blue accent one, lighter 80%. There we go. An outline of light gray, so shape outline, light gray background 2, darker 75%. That's this one. And a border weight of 1.5 points. So shape outline, remember outline and border are the same things. Weight 1.5. Change the square shape at the top of the document to an arrow pentagon, shape. All right, so square. We're going to shape format. We're going up here to change shape. And we need arrow pentagon shape. Maybe that's this. Yep, arrow pentagon. All right, we're going to go to Smart Art down here on page 2. So when we want to do something to the whole Smart Art, like changing the color scheme, we're going to click the outside of it. So we make sure to select the whole thing. We're going to change the colors to gradient range accent 5. So we're going to have to go down to accent 5 first. Then we go over till we find the gradient range accent 5. There we go. And then we want to add a 3D rotation. That's going to be an effect. So that's going to be in the Format tab, Shape Effects, 3D Rotation. And then off axis to left. What's that one? All right, we're going back to the kettlebell. on page 3. And changing the height to 2 inches, making sure that the width changes along with the height. So we're changing the height to 2 inches and the width changed too, so we're good. All right, we go back to the Smart Art. And we want to add a shape to the end. So we're going to go to the Smart Art Design tab. We're going to click, make sure that you click on the last thing. Okay, add shape after. And we're going to add the text to that box. Remember to hydrate. On page 2, on the Smart Art graphic, move the last shape to be the third shape. So again, we're going to go back to that last shape. And we're going to go to that same group. And we're going to move it up. So now it's the third shape on the graphic. Then demote the text, remember to hydrate to a second level point. So that means we're going to demote it. What that does is put it in the same shape as do the main workout. All right, wrap the text around the fitness assessment picture using the square option. So click on there. We're going to wrap text square. Then change the distance between the text and the picture to 0.13 centimeter on the top and bottom edges. So for that, we're going to have to go to see more. We're going to go to text wrapping, and this is where we can change it on the top and bottom edges to 0.13. 0.13. The bottom and the right are already 0.13 if you look at it. See, they're already 0.13. I typed it in for top and bottom and click OK. Lastly, add the alternative text competitive swimmer in pool to the picture of the swimmer on page 2. Click it, picture format, alt text, type very carefully. Oops, my cat likes on. Okay, again, close the alt text box. And that is the end.